Today we are going to be doing a full, honest review and tutorial on Monat's skincare infused makeup. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Michelle and I'm a professional makeup artist who specializes in teaching you easy tips and tricks on how to instantly elevate your makeup routine like a pro. And I am also a makeup junkie. I absolutely love makeup and I have partnered with a couple of different makeup brands that I personally really love. Just because I am partnered with another makeup company as an affiliate doesn't necessarily mean that I don't like to try out other makeup. It's great to really try things out and get a really well-rounded opinion on things. And I recently partnered with Monat as far as their hair care line because I absolutely have been loving it. It has transformed my hair, has helped regrow some bald spots that I've had. It's helped with my texture change. Obviously right now I have it blow dried straight because I was trimming my hair, which if you have not watched my DIY haircut video, definitely take precaution if you do use it. Know that I am a professional hairstylist as well. Monat also has other products too, including skincare, wellness, and makeup. And I have tried their skincare. I actually really like a couple of items. I don't like everything because not everything is for everyone, and that is totally fine. I really like their wellness stuff. Their greens are some of the best. If you're looking for a good vegan alternative to greens that don't taste like crap, definitely check out Monat's. I'll link it down below for you without the VIP membership, because I know that some people, they just want to buy at retail, and that's totally fine. You can totally do that. So I will link that down below for you. When I saw they had makeup, I definitely had to give it a try because again, I like to have a well-rounded opinion, and I know that not everything is going to work for me, but if I can have other products that I know will work well for customers who maybe are not a fan of cream makeup, why not give it a whirl? So I have, full disclosure, used a couple of the products before in the past, but recently they came out with more skincare infused makeup that I have had the chance to play around with, and one of them that I haven't even had the chance to play with because I literally just got it yesterday in the mail. Today we're gonna do a full face using Monat makeup. I may or may not like them. If you've ever tried any of Monat's skincare infused makeup, let me know down below what your favorites were. If you haven't already, make sure that you do subscribe so that you don't miss out on any videos like this. And without further ado, let's jump into today's video. So I went ahead and put all of the makeup that I personally own from Monat in this. So I'm not a fan of primer, so I do not own their primer. I didn't even buy their primer. I didn't even want to try their primer because I've tried primer, and for me, silicone based primers just do not work on my skin type because I have oilier combination skin, and it tends to create a barrier right in here where it makes the makeup slip and slide. Now if you're someone who has drier skin, you might like silicone based primers because it actually helps to lock in moisture in the face, and it can be better for someone who has drier skin type. I am going to start off with their brow gel. I love this so much. I actually even bought a second one because, as you can see, this thing is dry or drying out, so we don't have very much in it. This is their IR Clinical brow gel. So if you're someone who deals with thin brows, maybe you deal with brow shedding, this is going to be great for you. I like it because it gives a nice light hold to the brows. It's not really crunchy, and I get that laminated brow look. I don't really know. I personally haven't noticed anything as far as brow growth, but I also have really thick brows naturally, so I can't really vouch for that. But I will say that everyone that I know that uses this really likes it, and this is definitely in my top 5. Next up is a product that I actually am holding in my hands, and we're gonna try it out without any makeup primer, and this is their new eyeshadow palette. It is their Glam Essentials palette. Gorgeous these shades are. They are absolutely stunning. We have 5 shimmers. These are talc free. They are vegan. I don't know if they are infused with the Rejuvenate oil, but I know a lot of the products are. I'm gonna start off first with this shade here that is called Freedom. We're just gonna see the intensity. So far, first impressions without any primer or anything, definitely really love this color for sure. And I love that there's a good mix of warm tones and neutrals in here, but I will say it's more on the warmer side for sure. They blend in really nicely. I don't see any issues. It's not enhancing any skin texture. It doesn't feel dry either. Next up, I'm gonna go into this shade here called Girl Boss, which is a warm reddish brown. Blend that out. You can see it's very pigmented. Not applying patchy at all. Very smooth so far based off first impressions. This is probably the only makeup product that is a first impression. Rub that across our lower lash line there and there. Then I'm gonna go into this shade here called Risk Taker. It is one of my favorite types of color, purpley brown color, using a smaller brush. And we're just gonna stamp this on the outer corner. Oh, it's very pigmented. Mattes are definitely the one thing that I will always check to see intensity very nicely. And especially if we're not having any eyeshadow primer on or any base on, I'm curious to see if it's going to crease. I'm going to go into a shimmer shade. So we are going to go into this shade first called Dreamer, which is a beautiful golden champagne color. I will say based off of, oh wait, that's more pigmented than I thought. I was gonna say it feels a little chalky at first. It feels a little dry, but once I put it on the eye, that's actually really nice. And I love applying shimmers with my finger because you get the most color payoff, and also the oils of your hand just help to intensify the glitter and also help to prevent fallout from happening. Go back in with that brush from before, blend it out, see how it's blending, see how it works with the others. Then I am going to use a smaller brush, and we're going to go into this shade called Millionaire. Very gorgeous shade right there. And we're just going to use a smaller brush. I will say these are definitely a little bit more of a chunkier shimmer versus a smooth shimmer. And it might be because of the formula. I think if you use this on a wet brush, I wet my brush with some setting spray, I think that would be really nice. I actually think I'm gonna go in with their Hydrate and Refresh spray. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and that is nice. So far, first impressions, really liking it. Will I say that it's my favorite eyeshadow formula ever? No, but it's not a terrible formula, especially being talc free. I feel like I did a pretty good job. Go ahead and move along, do the rest of our face. BB Cream SPF 40. This is in the shade Caramel. Right now it is currently sold out. I don't know when it's gonna come back. But one thing I did notice about this CC BB cream, is that she's thick. She real thick. So I am going to spray a little bit of the Hydrate spray in it. Hydrate the formula a little bit. Pick some up on a rounded brush like this. You can see how thick that girl is. Probably picked up a little too much, to be really honest. I was expecting something a little bit more hydrating since it's skincare infused. I feel like when I use the refresh spray with it, it definitely does hydrate the formula a little bit. It does give really great coverage for being a BB cream, medium full coverage. Almost reminds me of MAC Studio Fix foundation in a BB cream. That's what it reminds me of. That's the vibe it gives. And this shade is probably a little tiny bit dark for me right now, but it's okay because we're gonna go in with a brightening concealer that's a little lighter. We have the concealer. I actually really like the formula of this concealer, the medium. I felt like the other shade was gonna be a little too dark for me, so I went with medium. We're just gonna put that right there. We're gonna also use this to brighten our nose, contour. I feel like this gives really great coverage, medium coverage. It's a lot more hydrating than the BB cream, and it blends like a dream. Watch. I like it too because it doesn't enhance any fine lines or wrinkles, and it blends really nicely on top of the BB cream, especially because, like I said, again, the BB cream is a little tiny bit thick, and I feel like it's a little more matte. But when I use that refresh spray, it works like a charm. See how pretty that's starting to look. I do want to get a darker concealer, but I feel like the next shade up is just not dark enough for a contour. So for now, I just do with what I got. But you can see already how beautiful it's starting to look on my face. I'm going to tell you right off the gate, I don't like this product. I feel like it's a little too dry for me because, again, with it being skincare infused, I'm thinking hydrating, and this is very matte. It is, again, talc free. This is their Perfecting Translucent Powder, shade Honey. I just feel like she's a little thick, and I do wish there was more colors too. Honey necessarily isn't the best color for me, especially after I got my color analysis and found out that I'm a deep winter and I have more cooler undertones. I need cooler colors like a pink, not a yellow. And at first, when I first put it on, it feels great, but I feel like as it wears, that's where I tend to get a little bit of some dryness. Enhances texture for sure. I try to put the thinnest amount of this as I possibly can and just set my whole entire face. Here, maybe it's like oily combo, and my under eyes just tend to get very dry. So for me, if I put too much on, it's gonna get a little heavy and crepey. Next up, we have the bronzer. Only thing I hate about this is that there's only one color. This is medium tan. I would love a tan deep, and I'm sure people who are lighter skinned would probably like something a little lighter, but it does just warm up the skin. I like the glow that this gives. It's very subtle. You can see right there on my face how beautiful and subtle she is. Nothing too crazy, very soft, very pigmented. But again, because the color is not deep enough, I don't really feel like it makes as big of an impact as I like my bronzer to have, but I do love the formula. Next up, one of my other favorite products, the Hydrating Liquid Gel Blush. This is in the shade Berry. I always shake mine up really well Very pigmented, adds that hydration back into the skin, and put 2 dots on my fingers right here. Very pigmented, so I start back here. Really like this berry shade. It's so pretty. I feel like it's a beautiful color for women of color. Works great for my color analysis too, and I like it too because even though I put powder on, it doesn't necessarily separate or anything like that. Brush like this, and we're just gonna stamp back and forth. Just hydrates the skin, gives that beautiful skin-like finish. Do a quick blend. You can see how pigmented this is. I want to try the other colors too. I haven't gotten any of the other colors yet. I feel like it's not like a formula I've ever tried before, which is what I love about it. I'm gonna go back in with the brush I used to apply my BB cream and just use that to blend out the edges, diffuse it so that it doesn't look so intense. And I personally like doing this on top of my powder. I feel like it just kind of adds that hydration back in, and I like some glow, especially as I'm getting older. I like glow. Next up, this is a product I'm so excited about and I really love. Newer product. There's 2 different colors. This is the liquid highlights in the shade Champagne and Rose Gold. I love wearing both together. If you do either one of them as an eyeshadow in the bronzer in the crease, it's a quick and easy eyeshadow look. Has a cute little doe foot applicator. It reminds me a little bit of the Rare Beauty blushes and highlighters. You just take your finger and look at how stunning that is. It wears really nicely with the blush, and they are pigmented. When I tell you, very pigmented. Very similar formula to the blush, I find. I'll put some on my nose. Then I'm gonna use the other color to brighten my inner corner of my eye. Forget how pigmented this is. I put way too much on, it's okay. Just grab a little brush. There we go. Look at that pigment. And it's just refreshing. That's what I like about the liquids. They're very refreshing. I'm gonna go into that Hydrate and Refresh Mist. I love this so much. Definitely gives a glow to the makeup. If you're oily, it's not a mattifying mist, but it is divine. And it smells so, so good. It's like a soft coconut smell. Love it so much. The mascara. At first I hated this, but once the formula dried down a little bit and wasn't as wet, I really like it. It is the IR Clinical Mascara. So very similar to the brow gel. This is that it is infused with the IR Clinical hair growing treatment, but for your lashes. Gives length, gives volume, very easy applicator to use. And again, after 3 uses of it, I feel like the formula got a little drier, so I liked it more because it was more volumizing. I just am a volume girl, so I like the length, and it comes off really easily too. And I also love the fact that it's very buildable. Alrighty. Last but not least, these are the products I love probably the most of their lip products. They have different types. They have liquid lipsticks that are like nothing else I've ever used before in my life, lip oil, and plumping lip glosses. So let's talk about all 3. I'm gonna start off first with the lip oil. So this is infused with the Rejuvenique oil shade Pretty in Pink, and look at how stunning this is. Very thin, very light, but has a little bit of, it's not sticky, but it's like thicker than most lip oils. This is what I always wanted a lip oil to feel and look like. It's very hydrating, keeps my lips hydrated throughout the day. You can wear it on its own, or you can put it with lip liner, put it on top of a lip color. I like using this at night too as a deep lip oil treatment, and I wake up with really nice and refreshed lips. And what I like too is a lot of lip oils tend to dry out my lips. This does not. Next up are the plumping lip glosses. I'm missing one of the plumping lip glosses. I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere. I was just traveling this week, so who knows where it's at. I absolutely love this formula so much. This is one of my favorite colors. This is in the shade called Classy Sheer Pinky Glitter. What I like is it's a mint, so it is not like that fire burning plump, but I feel like it helps to smooth out your lip lines and definitely does give a little bit of a poutier lip look without being too crazy. It's a natural plump. Plus it is 98% natural ingredients, which for a plumping lip gloss is crazy. And especially if you think about the fact that we basically are eating the product that is on our lip, you want to make sure that it's natural, right? And that it's good for your body. Last up are the liquid lipsticks. I love these so much. I need to get every single color because they're so good. This almost feels like a lip oil. It's very hydrating, but then it's long wearing too. My favorite color is Divine. It's a little bit more of a rosy, muted, darker color. Goddess is really great to wear in the middle. And I really love to wear this color by itself. This one is called Magnetic. It is a really pretty rose color that I didn't think I was gonna like. But what I love about Monat's lipsticks is that they are very like those different nude lips that you've always wanted, and they're brown girl friendly. Look how pretty this is. and it does dry down matte, but it is really nice, easy to reapply too throughout the day. And look at how pretty that color is. The perfect rosy color for my lips, and then when it dries down, it's gonna dry down like this soft satin matte finish. Wear it on its own or wear it with a color in the center. This is Goddess, just to create a poutier lip. It literally feels like a serum, but it's gonna dry down matte. It is like nothing else I've ever tried. So that is basically it for my full in-depth review on the Monat skincare makeup. I will say of everything, only 2 products are mid for me, which is the powder is a definite no-go for my skin type. And then the BB cream, it's not my personal favorite, but when you mix it in with that hydrate and refresh mist, it is so nice. So again, what I'm gonna have linked down below is I'll have the website for you to shop the makeup, but I'll also have a cart with some of my top favorites. It won't have the VIP promo pricing because again, I know that some people are kind of weary about becoming a VIP and they just want to buy the items. So you can go onto the link, take out the items that you don't want, and at least you know which ones are my favorites. Now, if you are wanting a VIP cart so that you can save an additional 15%, up to 35%, sometimes even more, and get free products, coupon, birthday gifts, and so much more, comment VIP below and I will get you set up with a VIP account. Again, Monat is so much more than hair care. There's skincare, makeup, wellness, and all the things in between. So anyways, let me know which product was your favorite, and also let me know what other brands you'd like to see me do a full impression of. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and I will see you in the next one.